This week we have the North Division's win totals.
So listen,
let's do it.
We're covering NFL win totals. Like we promised you, we are the gambling show of record. We are going to break this down. We're going to put it out in clips. You know, we're going to get hammered by every home team, every homer. But listen, I call him in my introduction Rafa the Guru for a reason.
Well, we'll see. We were 50-38 last year.
50-38 last year.
Right, Eddie Money? 50-38.
Is that almost, that's a great percentage.
That's a winning record. 50-38. And it's not 49-48 either.
No.
50-38. And one. We had to push it
And
there.
people are upset. They're like, I lost a lot of money. Well, he gives 7 picks. You're not supposed to freaking parlay all 7.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
Jackass.
So we're going to start off with the AFC North. We have both North divisions. We have the NFC North, AFC North. Let's start off with the NFC North, actually. So the Bears.
The Bears.
7.5.
The Bears.
The over is minus 122. The under is even money at plus 100. I will take the under on the Chicago Bears. Plus, I think they win 7 games is their peak, I think. Like, their fucking absolute peak. And I say that because I think that the Lions, Packers, and Vikings are all going to be so much better than them as when the season gets going.
Yeah.
So I think they probably go 1-5 in the division.
Let me ask you this, to piggyback that. Do you think Justin Fields plays well this year?
If he can stay, there's something about him that I like, but I don't like when he's
too.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of growing to do.
They said he's looking better in the pocket as a passer. He's always had a great arm, so that's never been a question. But I have to agree with you on that. Not that you give a shit, but
I do. I actually do, sir. Though what I feel like with some of those guys, like Justin Fields and Lamar Jackson, dude, like I feel like those dudes are so fast that in their head, none of us have ever been that fast, right? And
speak for yourself.
But when you're that dominant all throughout, your high school days and even in college, how fast they were, that has to be in their, the back of their mind when they're sitting back there and it's like, fuck, I can get to that marker. I can get those 4 yards. I can get out here and pick up something. Maybe if I get out here, I can find something down the field.
Yeah.
And I think he still needs to mature in that department as to stay inside and actually take some hits.
Justin Fields can break the single season rushing record for a quarterback?
Yes.
Does Michael Vick have that?
Yeah. He almost broke it in less than half a season.
Yeah, I think he'll break it, and I think he's gonna rush. He'll have at least, I want to say 5 or 6 games where he rushes for 100.
So last year, if you guys don't know, fantasy football was off limits. Rafa hates fantasy football. I'm forcing Rafa to join our Two Nobodies League. Yes. So I think Justin Fields, fantasy wise, I think he's 3rd, 4th rounder, or maybe the 5th running quarterback taken.
Wow.
You could take him in the 3rd round.
You could take him wherever the fuck you want.
Well, if I said 4th, 5th, but
put it this way: if I have my whole team full and I need a quarterback, I would take him.
Oh yeah.
After I had fucking 10 receivers. So, but I like the under on Chicago at 7.5. Their peak, I think, is 7, and I don't think they get to 7. I think they get to 6. So,
well, let's move on to my team. Everyone knows Dan Campbell, baby.
The Lions.
I love me some Dan Campbell.
Lions are 9.5. Everyone's expecting them to crush this number. At least 11. That's what everyone's expecting. I don't think it's 11. But I do think it's 10. So I do like the over. I think they peak at 11, but I think 10 is their realistic number. They start off week 1 at the Chiefs. Chandler Jones is probably, or Chris Jones is probably not playing.
Yeah.
Week 1, Super Bowl not, home, at home first night. They could sneak in there into KC and maybe shock them.
A lot of expectations, which is good.
Huge expectations.
And I think Gibbs is going to be a superstar.
Oh, 2nd round pick in fantasy.
There you go, Papa. Look at this guy talking fantasy now.
I'll take Gibbs in my 1st round. Don't give me the 1st pick because I won't take him. 2nd pick I will.
Oh man, what do you think?
Look at these guys.
What do you think,
so
Eddie Money? But yeah, look at Eddie Money.
If I fuck every time, if I beat you or Michael Brown in our matchup,
it's not gonna happen.
Balls on the fucking table.
That's the only thing he's looking forward to.
I'm willing to go 2-12, 13, whatever it is, but I gotta beat Eddie and Michael Brown.
Even with that punishment?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna bring Chuck and Jay to the.
They're like, I know a great spot right around the corner.
Yeah. Chuck said he was in.
Elotes, yes.
Chuck's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna throw the league. He said. So and Jay's for sure. Jay's been there, so I mean,
yes.
That's Jay's deal. It's gonna be exciting.
So you got the over.
I got the over
9.5.
Yeah, so I got the over on the Lions 9.5. Next we have Green Bay over 7.5. You don't like.
I was gonna say it, but I don't like it.
I like it, and I think they're 8-9, 9-8 squad. I think the roster's better than what everybody thinks it is, and I think with Rodgers being gone, these younger guys, I think it's a weight off of some of these dudes' shoulders. Like I think they're going to be able to flow a little bit, even LaFleur.
Jordan Love has looked pretty good preseason, has he not? I mean, he's shown some flashes. But here's the thing. The thing that throws me off about Green Bay is that defense was supposed to be one of the best defenses in the league last year. And they did not look very good.
They will.
We'll see. They will. I mean, I'm just not a believer yet. But Rafa, you've always maybe looked kind of stupid. So
I like them over. I think they're an 8-9, 9-18. Might even surprise some people. So
you like the over on the Packers?
I like the over on the Packers. And looking at their schedule, a lot of people can see them going 4-1 into their bye week, which is absurd. But 3-2 would be an accomplishment. They have an early bye, week 6, by the way.
I think we went over the whole schedule. I think we did their wins, losses. Do we want to do that again for the Packers, or should we wait and do? Let's do that for the Browns.
We're gonna do that for the Browns.
Let's do that for the Browns.
My Browns number is not going to be worthy of doing that. And then the Vikings, I think we should do it for the Vikings.
Let's do it for the Vikings.
8.5. I love me some Kirk Cousins.
Yes.
The defense is garbage, but I think the offense is going to be able to carry enough wins to get 9-8, 10-7. I like the over on Minnesota. So I have over Minnesota, over on Green Bay, over on the Lions, under on the Bears.
Eddie Money, do me a favor. Can you look up draft picks for the Minnesota Vikings? Because they were a farce last year. They had
Jordan Addison.
Jordan Addison, who likes to drive Lamborghinis really fast.
Jordan Addison. They got another corner from USC, Mekhi Blackman. Jay Ward, safety. Jacqueline Roy, defensive tackle. BYU quarterback, and a running back named Dwayne McBride.
The reason I'm asking is that did they went receiver first round? That defense was Garbaggio at the Bellagio. Did they shore it up with free agents like that? Because I watched that QB series on Netflix, and I was never a Kirk Cousins guy.
You are now.
Oh my God, you know what he is? He's Derek Carr with the 100K balls. He has big freaking balls, man. That dude. He played hurt. If you guys haven't watched that on Netflix yet, I don't know what the series is called. It's called QB.
I think it's just quarterback.
Yeah. He is fascinating. Dude, he gets worked on by 3 people. He's injured the whole entire season. His ribs, he's getting crushed, and the dude is just a gamer. He is a gamer with big palotas.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like him.
You do like that, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, Eddie likes that. Big
Yes,
time.
I like big
So
levels.
Vikings over 8.5. I think they get to
Jordan's
9 or
like,
10
I'm outta
wins.
here.
I think the Vikings late threaten the division. I think Detroit is not going to run away with it the way people think they are. So we'll see. And then we'll get to the AFC North.